Oh, look, it's a little bit late this morning. 6:03. My goodness, how time flies when you're having fun, huh? Choose happy. Mm, I'm not gonna lie, I had to be awakened this morning. I was really tired. Yesterday I did the round trip LA drive, which meant I got up, I did my thing. I drove to Los Angeles, which took about a little over 2 hours. Picked up my grandson. Yay! He just had finished school. They have Zoom school till 7:30, and then they have, like assignments and stuff to do. But I picked him up at 11:30 because he doesn't see his grandy all that often. Then we ran errands. He doesn't like errands, but I knew he would like the rest of the day. And the errands weren't so bad. From the moving, I had all these things that I wanted to give to other people who lived in LA. So I piled it all into my car, including a painting from my parents' house that was probably this big by this big. It was really huge, and it just barely fit into my car. So I took that and a bunch of old pictures off to my brother. Then we went and visited my niece and my great niece and my nephew and brought them all kinds of fun stuff. And then, oh, by the way, in every case, masked and socially distanced. Yes, I promise. Any contact was by elbow. True story. Then we drove and parked at my son's house, who lives like 2 blocks from the beach. And the three of us walked down to the beach and had an outside, absolutely phenomenal lunch. Walked on the pier and watched the fishermen, then went down and played in the sand and built a sandcastle. Was a glorious day at the beach. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better day. It was like 87 degrees. It was hot. If anything, I was like, I wish I'd worn a bathing suit. No, I'd never wish I'd worn a bathing suit. Good morning, Opa. Wait a minute. What does that say? Let me read my message here. Oh, Opa, you can have a Zoom birthday. Michigan's on hold. And you know what? Most of us are going to be, and I hate to start, like trouble, but you might want to stock up on those things that you were stressed about not having the first time or the second time there was a lockdown. I know we had a problem with flour. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Well, my son-in-law, as you will find out later on this morning, is one of those people who's like totally into baking sourdough and sourdough bread and sourdough pancakes and all these things. And sourdough pizza, you need flour. So, you might want to get that. But Opa's got a birthday coming and she doesn't want a quarantine birthday. But quarantine birthdays can be awesome amounts of fun. You can have like a terrific Zoom party. Good morning. Okay, what else? If you saw the word art today, and Opa, listen to this, because this is true for birthdays as well as Thanksgiving. Being masked, socially distanced, outdoors doesn't necessarily keep you from being together. It keeps you safe when you are together. There's a good reason they're telling us not to have big Thanksgivings this year. In 1918, the population was decimated even more than it is today. It's so frightening. I think I told you the other day I saw a photograph of people from 1918 and the flu pandemic holding signs that said, "No mask, go to jail." It's that urgent, folks. No kidding. It is that urgent. Anyway, what is today? Today is take a hike day. Even if you're quarantined, you can still get out in the open somewhere. Wear a mask if you must, but get out and get some exercise. Go take a hike. It's also Make Homemade Bread Day. So this may be the day that you learn how to make sourdough bread. Where my daughter and son-in-law live, it's like a thing, like everybody has their own sourdough starter that has a name and everything. It's hilarious to me. And, used to be you posted pictures of your children and your dog and your cat on Facebook. Nope. Where they live, they post pictures of what sourdough thing they made. Just make sure you have coffee. Henry already went out walking this morning. Good for you. My walk was getting out of bed and coming here. Yeah, but I'm playing tennis this morning, in all fairness. I am playing tennis, and it's only like, a little after 6. What else? Oh, today is the 17th. And I say had because somehow I lost her. I had a very, very, very close dear friend in Australia. Her birthday is today. So, Lee, if by some chance you hear about this, happy birthday. Yeah, she spells Lee the right way, Leigh, girly and pretty, not like my middle name, Lee, which sounds like a boy's name and I don't like it. Anyway, when we were in Australia, they have in Melbourne, they have this absolutely gorgeous. Oh no, that was in Africa where we went. Sorry. They have this gorgeous casino in Africa that we went to together. And she taught me this game called 17 Neighbors that you play like on a roulette table. I don't remember how to play it. I'm guessing you bet on 17 and all the things around it. It doesn't matter. 17 Neighbors stuck in my head, and I can't think of the number 17 without the word neighbors after it. And it gives me this like warm, fun feeling. And I'm wondering, how many things do you say and do where you can't even remember anymore the why or the story behind it necessarily, but it still gives you that good feeling? So 17 Neighbors and the 17th of November both give me that feeling. So happy November 17th. Let me catch up here. Henry, you have a flour mill in your town? Oh my goodness, I want to know what one. Wow. Oh, and the weather where you are, Opa, is 31 with a feel of 21. So I guess probably my talking about it being in the 80s and 90s, not so great, huh? Sourdough for her birthday. That'd be good. 36th wedding anniversary today. Congratulations, Henry and Brad. That's a long ride. Yeah, that is a very long ride. And you still like each other. That's even better. Oh, it's Danny DeVito's birthday. I like short people. Make me feel comfortable. It's also RuPaul's birthday. I wish I could be as glamorous as RuPaul. But most important of all, it is World Prematurity Day. And I would not be me without sharing a quick story with you before we go. Many years ago, when my children were, I'm going to say 10 and 11, maybe 9 and 10, probably 9 and 10, I was dating the man who then became my husband for the next 20 years. And the kids liked him, and he liked the kids. We were just like one happy group. And the kids, probably after knowing him for months, not ages, together came to him one night and said, "Do you think it would be okay if we called you Daddy?" And to this day, I think he regrets saying no. And what he said was, "No, guys, not yet. I think it's a little premature." They were 9 and 10 or 10 and 11. They didn't know the difference between premature and immature. And they thought he was insulting them and calling them immature for asking. Didn't find that out for years and years later. But they were horribly offended. And one of the two kids basically never spoke to him again, or at least not much for the next 30 years. So when you celebrate National Prematurity Day, World Prematurity Day, I think it's about taking care of preemie babies. But when I heard the title, World Prematurity Day, I just want to make sure that you don't confuse immaturity and prematurity. Immaturity is awesome. I call it sophisticated immaturity, and it's what I try to be. Sophisticated immaturity is my way of being. Prematurity, not so much. So be ready, be able, but most important, wear a mask, wash your hands, be social distanced. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And Opa, plan a wonderful birthday. And Henry, have a marvelous anniversary. And for the rest of you out there, I forgot to tell you what to eat today, so you're on your own. Have fun. See you tomorrow.